What is up, guys? Shinobi here, and I am making a video. I know it's weird. It's out of nowhere. I haven't really been making videos for quite a long time now. I did make a for fun one the other day. That was just a little fun thing. However, uh, I kind of got some information sprung on me pretty quickly. Out of the blue, I got contacted by Blizzard, and they said that they wanted to give me 25 beta keys to give out to you guys, the community, you guys that want to get in there and test the beta. So I'm going to be giving away those keys to you guys, which is awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much, Blizzard, for doing that. Truly appreciated. They did also get me into the beta, and I've been playing the beta a lot, for sure. If you're interested in getting into the beta, all you have to do, because I'm going to split up the keys between my YouTube and my Twitch. On my YouTube here, I'm going to do some of them here. And before the weekend is out, I'm going to pick randomly from the comment section down below. All you have to do is tell me that you want to get into the beta and maybe explain why you want to get into the beta. You know, what class are you going to play? You know, what was kind of your experience playing WoW Classic? Did you never play WoW Classic and you always thought about getting into it? Just give me a little bit of information just so I can see that you're actually really interested in playing the beta, because I don't want these keys to go out to people that are going to play it for like 30 seconds and then stop playing it. I want them to go to good use here. So yeah, that's all you got to do. Comment down below. You don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe, you don't have to do any of that. I appreciate that stuff, but you don't have to do any of that stuff. All you have to do is comment down below, and then I will contact you through YouTube here and send you a message and give the key off to you. So it's important to remember that these keys are from Blizzard, and they are not to be resold or given to anybody else. You have to actually take the key and input it in yourself and actually into your account yourself. And that way, you know, we make sure that it goes to you. We want you, the community, to get into the beta. And this is just like a fun way that Blizzard's doing it. As far as the Twitch live stream giveaway, because this was kind of sprung on me all like out of the blue all of a sudden, I haven't picked like a specific time or date, but I do plan on streaming this weekend, Friday or Saturday area, and that would be in the evening, most likely 7, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. EST, something like that is when I'll probably start. I go for long hours. You guys know if you watch my streams. I mean, sometimes they're 10, 12 plus hours, and that's just like a normal thing for me because that's all I do. I wake up, I play games nonstop, and then I go to sleep. That's literally every day since I've been a teenager. So yeah, that's what I plan on doing. If you want to know a specific time on when the stream is going to be up so you get notified and you don't miss that stream, my Discord is honestly the best way of being able to get notified by that. Join in on the Discord. You'll see a little ping, a notification go up as soon as I go live. I started my channel with World of Warcraft. I then went into Diablo 3 and then back into WoW because really that's where my heart is. I mean, and I'm going to explain a lot of that in this video here. And that's why I'm sitting on the loading screen of my characters in Classic, because I'm going to go into detail about each one of these characters and some of the experiences that I had in Classic, with totaling just over 270 days / played. Yeah. Let's just say that with everything going on in the world, I had a real awesome escape right here, and I plan to do that again with TBC. So let's go ahead and talk about some of my characters here, and I'll give you a little tour of some of their gear and stuff like that, and just some of the items that I acquired, some of the things that I did on them, and some of the time that I spent in that 270 plus days / played in Classic WoW. So first, right off the bat, I have to just talk about the elephant in the room, and I'm not talking about me. COVID bod, by the way, hashtag COVID bod. So I'm talking about the server that I'm on. That's Deviant Delight. Now, a lot of you guys know that I played on Fairlena in the beginning, and it was just way too packed. There's too many people on there. A lot of my friends that I planned on playing with stopped playing the game because, honestly, the queues are just too bad. And you know, there was a lot of, and because there's so many people on the servers, a lot of toxicity, a lot of loot councils that were corrupted. You know, I love the phase 2 world PvP. I love that. I thrive in that environment. That's my favorite thing. So that was great. That didn't bother me at all. I knew that I wanted to find that vanilla experience. I wanted to get away and find that experience where everybody knows everybody, the reputation matters, the community matters. You guys know all that stuff. I played vanilla back in the day. A lot of you probably did as well. It's the biggest game of all time, pretty much. And so I tried looking for it, and I went to a few different servers that were lower pop, but then just server transfers happened, and a lot of people went there. I went to like Incendius and Netherwind, and that just kept happening. So I said, where is a server that I can go that no one will follow? And Deviant Delight is the answer, because it's still a PvP server. It's still an East Coast server as well, by the way, which is great. So I get that nice juicy ping, that MS that's so nice. And it's like the connotation of RP is what scares a lot of people from playing on a server like this. So we've had very few people actually come here. And it's great because barely any RP actually even happens. And it's not like a lot of people have a negative connotation behind what RP is. And they think, oh, you know, if you interrupt someone's RP, you're going to get banned. And like, no, it's nothing like that. It's still a PvP server. I see someone in Burning Steps RP and I kill them. Whatever. I move on with my day. You know, it's a war out here, you know? Like, you got to be prepared. Or this big boy right here, he's coming for you, you know? So that's so it's been great. It's been like a community. It's been a spot where everyone knows everyone. You build a reputation. You know, you get to know people on the Alliance. So Horde, you get to know people on the Horde. There's bounty systems. There's a daily newspaper for the server called the Daily Deviant, where there's like bounties that go up and like wanted posters, and like they do like weekend raves and stuff in Ungoro, where they do like in the Crystal area, they like go and get in the Discord and they're just raving and stuff like that. It honestly, there's a lot of charm to a server like this, and it's something that I feel like is going to be a real breath of fresh air on Twitch. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to share it, you know, with you guys on Twitch back then. But with TBC coming up, and some things have changed in my life, and some things have changed in the world, that's probably what's going to end up happening. So I look forward to, you know, showcasing that and putting that out there. So yeah, it's been generally a really awesome experience, and I also found a guild called Dynasty. It's a community of just awesome, like-minded people. We're lots of friends, a mixture of casual, but also more hardcore players as well. And, you know, we've had some really awesome times together, and I started as just a member and went up to a raider, and then went up to a rogue officer, and then went up to guild officer, and now I'm co-GM. So moving forward, you know, there will be some changes with the guild. There will be some, you know, better ways to make people happy. And I got into positions like this, leadership positions, because I saw what it was like on those other servers with corrupt loot councils and things like that. And I was like, that ain't happening in my guild. So, you know, we try to spread things out as equally as we can. We try to make sure people aren't getting too stacked or getting too understacked. We try to make sure people are getting, you know, make sure everyone's happy. And that's what we're trying to do, you know. We're all here to have fun, and if you're not having fun, then you're doing something wrong, right? It's a game at the end of the day, and that's kind of been our motto. We've had feral druids, we've had shadow priests, we've had enhanced shaman. We let people play what they want to play. We don't stack a bunch of warriors and rogues. You know, we have some people, like some of our mages, some of our rogues, some of our warriors, yeah, they're sweaty. But we have some other people that just, you know, they have a good time, man. And it's at the very least, it's always entertaining. At the very least, it's always entertaining. So yeah, anyway, if you're looking for like a super sweaty guild or something like that, obviously a type of guild like mine is not going to be where it's going to be. But, you know, it adds a challenge of difficulty and a challenge of community, a sense of community as well. And that's the biggest strength of a guild like mine. And I know I know it sounds like I'm promoting my guild right here. By the way, we are recruiting, and I'm the guy you want to talk to. But with that said, we actually do have a pretty strong core going into TBC. And, you know, obviously I'm going to be doing some recruiting on the side and stuff like that. But, you know, The main thing is just focusing on TBC right now and getting prepared for it. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into all my characters here. I have quite a few characters, as you can see. So back on Fairlina, you can see this is where I was before. Not much left here now. I still have my Shinobi name reserved. You know your boy did this. You know, I ain't letting that name slip through again. So, yeah, I went to a couple different servers here, and you can see on Netherwind, I think I have a few characters as well. Yeah, 46 Shaman, and got a few of these characters here. And then, so Deviant Delight, this is what we're talking about here. This is the main beef of the matter. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't get the name Shinobi when I came here, because a lot of weebs, a lot of people that love anime on this server. So, but hey, you know, it is what it is. So, but I love anime too, so, you know. And one reason that I loved picking this server, if you notice something, take a quick look at something real quick, right? The server's called Deviant Delight. When you eat a Deviant Delight, Savory Deviant Delight, you turn into a pirate or a ninja. And also look at my characters' names. Nobishi, Benoshi. So my characters' names are anagrams of the word shinobi. I wanted to leave a little breadcrumb for people to figure out that I was coming here, but I also didn't want people to know that I was here. I was keeping that a secret for quite a while. Well, they figured it out. They figured it out pretty quick, actually. So, unfortunately, they're like, oh yeah, you stream. And I was like, oh, boy, okay. So, hey, it is what it is. But there's the hunter here. This is the character that I started. Let's go ahead and log in. This is the character that I started WoW Classic with. It was, you know, my heart and soul. It was the one I had so much fun. I was in the CDL Classic Duelers League tournament. Oh, speaking of which, oh, hey, there's a little rich thorium right here. Let's go pick that real quick. Don't mind if I do. I do need a lot of thorium for TBC coming up. I've already been preparing a lot of that. Let's see what we get here. Okay. Oh, yeah, I have the fast auto loot on, so you can't see the window popping up. But no arcane crystals yet. And blast hit. Oh, it's a 4-hitter. You love to see it. And nothing there. Just thorium and dentstone. That's it. I do have an arcane crystal here, but these things have really come down in price. So yeah, I was in the Classic Duelers League tournament with this hunter. I was very undergeared, and I did it as a favor for Tips Out because I needed a few more spots, and you know, he knew that I knew stuff about PvP and stuff. Specifically, World PvP is my main thing, so dueling, not so much, because a lot of restrictions. You can't do this, you can't do that. And this was also a time when we didn't have PvP trinket, which is very crucial in rogue situations. So I didn't do as good as I knew that I could do. If I could do it all over again and actually have the right gear and be more prepared for it, I think I would have done a lot better. But it was a great experience because I was able to you know, do a lot of play testing with people like Sea-Doo and Soda Poppin' and Venruki and Snuts and Bean and all these guys, and you know, play with them before it, during it, and after. With Phase 2, I had some cool moments where like me and Venruki like won like a 2v5 versus a bunch of like stream snipers that were coming after him, and like just fun moments like that. The server Fairlina, there was a lot of great moments, that's for sure. I'm not gonna lie. But there was also a lot of downsides to it too. So taking a look at my hunter here, the full 8 out of 8 T1, it's a great set, and it's even a good set going into TBC because the multi-shot damage increase, although you do go into doing Beast Mastery. So you're gonna, like, you know, I'll be replacing some of this stuff, but you can see that this character, now keep in mind, this character was my main back in Phase 1 and 2, but since then did not really get any gear at all. That was not my focus anymore. I switched away from that because I knew that I was going to be moving into other things. So yeah, I'm kind of in just my PvP setup right now here. You know, I got the trinkets. Could actually switch one of these trinkets out. So if I you know, I got Shadow Reflector, I got Hero Charm, I got Devil Eye, I got Jumper Cables, Bear Peasant Collar, 16 Bag, Defiler's Talisman, Ice Reflector, Shadow, Cloaking Device, stuff like that. But I haven't really done a lot with this character in quite a long time. And one thing for you hunters out there that are going into TBC, Rock actually gets a buff. It gets a damage increase to attack power increase to demons, and also the damage on the weapon goes up to about 200 top end. So you can actually use this still. If you still have this and you don't have anything better, you can use this all the way until level 70 pretty much. Which is great. So I'm probably gonna end up doing my hunter as like an alt or something, because hunters are so good in TBC. They're so fun, and steady shot just makes the class feel like a different class. So this character here, what I spent a lot of my time doing, as you can see, 13,000 HKs. Most of those were world PvP back then. I stopped PvPing when well, I stopped ranking when the AVs came out, and I switched to, as you can see, I only got up to Bloodguard, right? But I was one of the highest ranks in the server at the time, and I stopped doing the PvP just because I couldn't stand doing AV ranking, going against pre-mades and things like that. You know, world PvP is my cup of tea. I wish Phase 2 could be forever, you know, like that's that's what I love. But yeah. I did end up getting, I did like one. So I did one BWL. I thought, hey, maybe I'll get the weapon in BWL on my alt, and ended up still getting the Head of Nefarian though, which is nice. But yeah, so that's that character. This character here has been one of my biggest gold makers as well. I farmed about 9 Thunder Furies worth of arcane crystals on this character. Which isn't even the most amount of gold that I've made in this game. There's 2 other characters that I have that have made me more gold than that. One of which being my Mage, which has done boosting for me. And then my Rogue, which has made me the most amount of gold through securing Black Lotus. One benefit of being on a lower pop server, and if you're good at PvP, you get all the Black Lotus. It's great. So, yeah, that's been a lot of fun there. Speaking of which, I ended up going from my, and let's go into my Rogue right now, because my Rogue was the next one here. This is the one that I started playing right after my Hunter, and this became my main for raids and the thing that I PvP'd with. I love PvPing on a Rogue back in the day, and if there are some people from my server watching this video right now, they know. Oh, they know. This character has been a terror on this server, preferably in the section of Burning Steps. That has been my home for a long period of time, and I've had a lot of fun there dealing with gold sellers. We got a lot of gold sellers banned. We got a lot of botters banned. Killed a lot of Alliance. Farmed a lot of Black Lotus. Man, the stories I could tell about the things this character has done, and just the fun that we've had since being on this server with this character. And I love playing the Rogue, man. It's just something, and it gets so much better in TBC, especially for PvP. It's going to be a blast, but Rogue is probably something I'm still going to keep doing. As you can see, you know, just my bags here, you know, having things, you know, having the herbalism gloves ready so I can switch on the fly to pick up Black Lotus, or switching to the parachute cloak, or switching for Onyxia when I'm doing that, or switching to a rocket helm. I have all these trinkets as well. I have a lot more in the bank too, and like nets and rocket helms, the, you know, Bear Peasant Collars, the reflectors, you know, the gnomish death rays, the shrink rays, the, you know, tubers, and, you know, I use restorative potions and all kinds of protection potions, use faps, lips, laps, everything. That's why I love World PvP, because it's no holds bar. You go ham, everything I got versus everything you got, and one of us is going to be running back from the graveyard looking at a gray screen, and that ain't going to be me, you know? So that's what I love about it. It's about survival, and this character, that's what it's about. It's not mindless ganking or anything like that. I don't like that. It's not challenging. It's not fun whatsoever. If someone's at like 30% health over here killing a mob, most of the time I leave them alone unless they are a bad boy and they've done some bad things and they have a reputation. You know, sometimes I will lay the law down there, but yeah, this character has been a lot of fun. I ranked up to rank 10 because I wanted the title for TBC champion. I always loved that title. Didn't care about going for the ranking gear because The tier 2.5 gear, in my opinion, is just better. I love it. You get the 15% damage from Eviscerate, which is awesome, reducing cooldown of evasion, and also lots of health and stuff. I'm at 4,900 health in this setup. Oh, I have 8 stamina here. That's about 4,800, but I can get even more. I have stuff in the bank and stuff, and I haven't really... I've been playing TBC a lot. I don't even remember all the stuff that I have on me right now. But yeah, just you can just see, you know, what I kind of got here. And I also go with the 3-piece Blood Fang, just to helps with the application of poisons, and also with the, you know, the immune to disarm, which is going to be going away in TBC. Unfortunately, it's only going to, it's going to be reduced to a 50% duration. But yeah, this character's playtime right here by itself, you can't really see, it was 88 days playtime. I take the camera away. That's just this character right here. And I made that. I started this character last year. This wasn't even like in the beginning of Classic. This was last year. So, you know, this is one of my newer characters. So yeah, definitely a lot of time on this, and a lot of fun that I had with this. You know, the thorium grenades, the engineering, the everything. Never really cared about being like really like sweaty DPS and raids or anything like that. You know, I always showed up with world buffs and consumables and everything, and always did my best, but, you know, I was never really like, you know, our guild isn't the type of guild that you get rank 1 parses with, because like boss time clearing and stuff like that. So like this character, you know, I always just don't really care about that stuff. It's about, you know, it's not about parses for me. It's about PvP, you know? Like, for instance, when I got Burrower Shell off of Oro in AQ40, this is something that I love. Now, keep in mind, you might be like, where's your tier 3 gear? Where's your tier 3 gear? We didn't really do Nax. We did a couple bosses in Nax, but we had a lot of people, some complications happen, and people couldn't play the game anymore. And so we just didn't really have the numbers to go into Nax. So we never like hit a brick wall or anything. We were killing bosses and stuff, but then, but yeah. So we decided to halt on the Naxxramas and just go straight into TBC, you know, get prepared for that, looking for the future and, you know, not the right now. But although there are some things you can do in Nax to help you prepare and stuff. And then, so after that, I made my priest, which, you know, is just for like a for fun character. Just because shadow priests are monsters and 1v1s out in the world, like this character's gear is not that great, 295 shadow damage, but I made undead for the specific reason of the ZG trinket. So when you use this trinket, you can snapshot your dots into the beginning of the spell power increase. So it's actually a lot of damage. This character hit 60 and got like some gear, not even the gear that I have now, and I was killing like rank 14 warriors with it. Like, it's insane. Shadow priests are pretty awesome, and it was fun to do the Anathema Benediction quest thing. Yeah, the gear is nothing really too crazy to look at here. Yeah, I got some PvP trinkets and stuff. All my characters are engineers, by the way. All maxed out engineers. I have a combination of Goblin and Gnomish and stuff, because PvP is my main thing. And yeah, so nothing really too crazy. I got some stuff in the bank too, some like tier 1 and tier 2 stuff, or sometimes I do healing. Mainly made this character for just a side PvP character, and something that I could do to help out the guild if we needed a healer for one of the raids or something. Character's playtime here is 15 days, 9 hours, nothing too crazy. You know, I got it boosted up, and it was just very effortless to actually play and all that stuff. One thing I also do with this character is I do what I like to call solomance. So it's going into Scholomance and soloing it to farm dark runes. I've been doing this for quite a while now. It's pretty efficient, especially as a priest, because you mind control the mobs. Maybe I can make a video on it one day, but maybe I'll even do it this weekend on the Twitch. Yeah, that's one thing I had a lot of fun with. The next character that I made is this one right here, and that's the warrior. Because I started getting bored of the rogue, because I'm not gonna lie, I am good at PvP on the rogue, and I'm not the best, right? When it comes to world PvP, that's my specialty, but, you know, in different forms of PvP, I was like, no, I wanna learn the warrior. I want to see if I can, you know, what I can do with the warrior. So this warrior here, this is actually going to end up being my main going to TBC. I'm going to be the arms warrior for the guild, giving that damage bonus, which is nice. But I spent a lot of gold on this character. Uh, I put the stuff in, I think I have my stuff in the bag. The Titanic leg plates, the Lionheart helm, the, weapons, the Axe of Deep Woods and everything. I got this character up to 60 quickly. I got it boosted. I even used like ZG coins and stuff to go from 58 to 60, which I spent way too much gold doing that. I paid for ZG boosts as well. This character I just wanted this character quickly. I wanted it to be a backup character in case we needed a tank for some raids. I want it to be a pumper character that just did a lot of damage, and it definitely does that. Warriors, a lot of people that complain about world buffs in the game are players that have never played a warrior. Warriors are so fun with world buffs. It's like the class plays differently. You get to push more buttons, you get to do more things. It's honestly something that I feel like everyone should experience at one point in time because it is really fun, and it actually increases the skill cap there on how to make sure you're doing everything efficiently. And also tanking as a warrior is fun, like raid tanking. Dungeon tanking, not a big fan of. They don't really have a lot of AoE threat and stuff like that, but like a paladin, for instance. But like single target raid boss tanking is really fun. I just love just seeing my threat meter being way higher than everybody else's threat, and just knowing that like they can go as hard as they want to catch up and to kill the boss. So I do like that. I have some plans for this character. I've been working on this character a lot in the beta. As far as like I can actually show you. Now, I mainly made this character because I knew I was going to want to play it in the beta, and here is my character here on the server, Shin. So if you see me, that was me, by the way, the person that probably killed you in Hellfire. World PvP, I love it. Anyway, this character, now there's no like auction house because gold doesn't really have a value in the beta. A lot of people bringing in gold and stuff like that. So I had to level up my blacksmithing and I had to level up my engineering without having an auction house and leveling it myself, but I was still able to secure one of the first, if not the first, thunder on the server. Solo farmed. I have my hunter that was level 60 that did the mining and got the 375 mining. And yeah. Oh boy. So this thing hits. Oh man, it's so fun. It's so fun. I don't have Deep Thunder because I need some of the Primal Nethers, and I gotta level my blacksmithing a bit, so maybe some stuff I can do on stream for when you guys get into the beta and we can play together and stuff like that. I do have a guild on here called Snicklefritz, and you guys are all welcome to join if you end up getting into the beta. It's just some people that, coming into the beta, but you can take a look at some of my gear that I have right now. This is my PvP setup. Got the Rage Steel. And you can just see, it changes to a rating system. And so, yeah, this is just kind of what I'm working with right now. And if I pop Commanding Shout, I'm up to almost 11,000 health, which is decent. I could actually move some stuff around and make things a little bit better here or there or whatever. I also made a Drake Fist Hammer too. Unfortunately, these can't dual wield these anymore. Sage. And, but yeah. But yeah, that's the character there, and you can see that I do plan on, with this character, getting up to, so this would be the one right here, getting up to 70, and, when the pre-patch hits, I'm going to be, what I'm going to be mainly focusing on is going to be the, getting the marks and stuff, so I can get the two-hander, because right now I'm just using this. I'm going to level with the High Warlord two-hander, and then I'm also going to get the boots as well from PvP because they have hit on them, and hit is like, you just make sure you hold on to everything you have that has hit on it because you're going to need it leveling up and stuff, especially as arms when you don't get the 3% talent. So yeah. And Savage Gladiator on this character, 17 runs, by the way. Hannah Justice, 2 runs. Treant's Bane, I think I have it in my bank somewhere. Treant's Bane, first DMT that I did, this dropped. Yeah, Yep, I also got pretty lucky on this character, and this character came out swinging and was definitely hit doing a lot of work. So um, looking forward to continuing the warrior in a classic. But after I made this warrior and I spent a lot of gold doing GDKPs to catch up with gear and stuff like that, I knew that I needed to recoup some of that gold back. So the next step, you know where this is going, I had to make the mage, and this is Suckerfish. Suckerfish. This is Suckerfish. And Suckerfish had one job and one job only, and that was to get to level 60 and get her ass in Mara. That's it, right here. Mara right here, and man, oh man, can I say, I can do all the pulls. My sell boosts. I do it to farm. I've gotten Edge Masters doing this. Yes, I've gotten pretty much every BOE epic multiple times that you can get from this. And just to take a look at you know, the character in action, we can just kind of run around here, AoE some stuff. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. Yeah, just for some Mara fun times here. Coming through. Grab you. And then spell batching's gone now. Look how quick that was. Look how quick that was. Just happened today, by the way. So if you guys haven't been playing the beta, what are you doing? You know, so I can come up here. Oh, look at that. I juked him. Whoa, get wrecked, dude. And then I'm going to come over here. And then, yeah. So this isn't the actual Mara pull. I'm just showing you like a silly thing to just show you what it looks like with the spell batching thing now. So nice, man. So nice. So not even really trying to kill these mobs and stuff. I'm just really just, I mean, I can use my full rank Blizzard here. You can see, just start pummeling into them. And you know me, right? Like, in Diablo 3, I was known for boosting people, power leveling people to 70. We have some records that we set for boosting people, for power leveling people. This was right up my alley. As soon as I saw this was a thing, I was like, man, I don't know, because I feel like if I start doing that, that's all I'm gonna do, like I did in Diablo, you know? So I just kind of avoided it at first, and then later on, I was like, okay, I need to make some gold quickly, and Black Lotus was starting to go down in value because people weren't needing it as much anymore. And that's how I was making a lot of my gold. And so then, also look at that. Look how quickly I loot. Look at that. Look at that. So fast. I'm not even using my macro either. Look at that. It's so fast now. Now, I am using an add-on called Speedy Auto Loot, but I'm also using Leotrix Plus that speeds it up as well, so you get rid of the window. But, like, look at that. I just looted all... I can do the 300-something pull and loot all the mobs before they disappear easily by myself. So, it's pretty crazy. I leveled this character up from 1 to 60 in about 4 days playtime. My first mage I ever played. And, it was fun, because that's another benefit of a server like this, is that, you know, you have the primo spots to go in AoE grind. Oh, it was great. And did all that, and then I got this to 60 and immediately went to Mara. And I had seen some videos and I had been boosted before, but I never really like tried to figure it out or, you know, really research it or anything. And I said, I just got to get in there and try it. So I tried some things and I slowly started building it up, and I was like, okay, I did the 160 pull, did the 180, did the 200, do the 250, then 300, then 350, then you know, and it just keeps going and going. And as you learn more how you can refine your strategies and stuff like that, and I got Edge Masters, took me 3 days for my first pair of Edge Masters. Story for another day, but it was pretty awesome. Sold it for 5,500 gold. Within 2 weeks of this character being made, I made back more than all the gold that I spend on my warrior. In 2 weeks. And there's very few people on this server that actually boost, so me and a few of the other people, we got all the people. So it was great. Yeah. So yeah, had a lot of fun with this. I ended up getting the 5-piece T2 for the mage because of the big blizzard radius here. It's beautiful. It's so nice. And on top of that, I also end up getting the Blade of Eternal Darkness for this character. 13 runs, by the way. 13, I know. You hate me. You hate me, don't you? I know. I'm telling ya. Oh, man. So, yeah. Anyway. Mage, a lot of fun. I made a lot of gold with this character. You know, you can see trade logs here of just people getting boosted, and that's not even close. It's only 38 days. I mean, and then, you know, I've been doing a lot of, and like, man, it's so nice now with the spell batching being gone. It's so nice with this, and I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more boosting because I'm going to be prepping more gold. Right now, I have 12,000 gold, liquid gold, but I have a lot of stuff that I invested in. I have a lot of stuff that I'm keeping hush-hush that I'm going to sell at later points and things like that. And so probably with all that stuff considered, I probably have about 30-something thousand gold right now. I've made well over 100,000 golds, but I've spent a lot too with GDKPs, the consumables, but you know, flasking all the time, you know, consumables in world PvPs, the amount that I've spent on sappers, you know, gearing characters. I have 660s, you know, so yeah. But Mara Boost was definitely good. If I ever did WoW Classic all over again, Mage would probably be the second character that I made, just to get right in there, start boosting people, make a bunch of gold. I kind of did it a little late, but still, better late than never, right? So that was the Mage, and that was the whole point of this character here. And that just brings me to my Warlock, which I got up to 60. This character only has about 7 days playtime. It just has some T2 pieces, some T1 pieces, nothing special. Just a character that I have waiting in the wings, has tailoring and stuff like that, just in case I need it for the guild, because Warlocks are pumpers in TBC. So this is, you know, no real reason to really take a look at this character, nothing special about it. I gotta say, man, all in all, WoW Classic has been amazing. I'm looking forward to the future going into TBC. I'm looking forward to arenas. I'm a world PvPer. I did get Gladiator back in the day in TBC and in Wrath and in Kata, but I was bad back then, you know, compared to now, and people are so much better now. It's going to be nice to relearn arena and it gives me like a goal of like something to try to get good at. And but you know, there's still going to be that world PvP. There's still going to be that raiding. There's still going to be, you know, the gold making and everything like that. But yeah, like I said, giveaways this weekend for my Twitch streams for doing beta keys. We'll be doing some beta. We'll be doing some gold making. And good luck in the giveaways here on YouTube. Anyways, I'm going to edit this video together, get it sent out, and, you know, by the weekends being over, I'm going to pick people to decide on, you know, who's going to be getting in and everything, randomly pick them, and as long as you followed the rules and everything, you know, everything will be good. So anyways, once again, man, I got to say, no regrets with Classic WoW. I loved every minute of it, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. And I'm looking forward to the future going into Burning Crusade. And honestly, Classic is still my favorite game of all time. WoW Classic, Vanilla. So if they do a fresh, if they do a fresh, I'm going to be on that like white on rice, baby. Let's go. I'll do it again. I'll do it again right now. You ready right now? Let's go. Let's level up, dude. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Anyway, till next time, my name is Shinomi, and as always, thanks for watching.